Hey guys, what's up? Austin here from LittleBigPodcast, and I'm in Los Angeles for E3 2012. Now this is huge to actually be here for once, and so we're going to cover some stuff about Little Big Planet Karting. We're going to cover lots of information about the Little Big Planet 2 and Little Big Planet Vita cross-control capability, and then we're going to hit up Little Big Planet Vita. So loads of Little Big Planet stuff going on this year at E3. Let's head inside and check it out. Hey guys, what's up? Austin here from Little Big Podcast, and I'm here on the show floor of E3 2012. It is absolutely crazy in here. The atmosphere is amazing. We've got games everywhere that aren't even released yet. And so we're going to go ahead and especially check out just Little Big Planet here. We've got LBP 2 crossplay running on Vita over here in this corner. We're going to go check that out. Then we've got LBP Vita running, which is absolutely incredible. And then over here, we also have Little Big Planet Karting going, which is outstanding. So let's go check them out.
Hi, I'm William Howe. I'm design director on Little Big Planet Karting at United Front Games. And we're here talking about Little Big Planet Karting, which is a fun, fresh, addictive karting adventure that's set in Craft World in 3D for the first time. And it's the ultimate play, create, share experience.
Okay, so we are here at E3 2012 at the Sony booth, and we're going to do a quick interview here with William Howe about Little Big Planet Karting. So first off, I think one of the questions we have to begin with is all about the create mode of the game. We talked a little bit beforehand about how some of the weapon tools are going to be utilized, and that's huge for me to be able to just make your own weapons. Give us a little bit about that.
Yeah, there's a lot in Little Big Planet Karting that, you know, is familiar to the power creators out there. I know there's a lot of people who, you know, follow your podcast who are like, you know, what can I do with it? And the good thing is that if you are knowledgeable about making levels in Little Big Planet 2, you've already got a huge head start. You're gonna just come out of the blocks flying because a lot of the same logic, a lot of the same tools and gadgets, the UI, the pop-it, all of that is as faithfully recreated as we could possibly do it. So you're gonna jump in there, you're gonna be, you know, rocking with the gadgets, you're gonna be like making custom objects, but now you gotta deal with 3D because it's a fully 3D canvas that you're working in, right? And it's much bigger than what I think a lot of power creators are used to. And so you've got a huge canvas to work in, but it's all going to be familiar. You know, you take your brushes, you pick a material, and then you're painting objects in 3D. And then you're sticking them together, you're attaching them with motors, you're animating them, attaching them to sensors and triggers, and all those things that the power creators are familiar with. And all of that it's kind of mind-blowing. But I think the people who are, you know, watching this podcast, the power creators out there, are going to love it.
Right, so basically you took the essence of Little Big Planet and you transformed it into this totally different 3D karting atmosphere, which is just mind-boggling for me. Because as a different developer, you know, you guys aren't Media Molecule, but you've made a game, and I've seen a lot of it, that looks just like Little Big Planet. What were some of the challenges in pulling off that same look?
Well, I think, you know, we've always loved Sackboy. We've always loved Little Big Planet. We've played all their games. And we have always been, I like to say, kindred spirits with Media Molecule. You know, we've been siblings in this play, create, share battle, right? We've been in the trenches together, and we really trust and respect each other. So when it came time to making, you know, the most powerful creation tools in a karting title ever, you know, it just made sense, you know, to break the boundaries and to free ourselves from just being a traditional kart racer and to really aim for that karting adventure. And that adventure, you know, of Sackboy, going on these crazy, you know, quests and, you know, saving Craft World and, you know, having small adventures like, you know, riding skateboards in the backyard and going to, like, defeating the Negativatron, this evil vacuum cleaner in space. That's really what we wanted to capture. And I think we've done it, because every time someone plays Little Big Planet Karting, they pick it up and go, oh my god, that's Craft World, right? And we've lovingly recreated the materials, the look and feel, and just put it in a bigger 3D world for people to experience it in.
Awesome. So I've seen a lot of the kart creation, and it looks like we're able to select different body types, sticker it just like you would almost a Sackboy, same type of pop-it control. And that's something that I think is really huge, because everyone loves the customization, and that's going to be one of the big key factors in this game. Also, one of the big things is track creation. Now, tell us how that's kind of changed and then still stayed the same with Mod Nation, the previous racing game.
Yeah. So I'm glad you talked about the Sackboy customization, because you can just throw on a costume, throw on your favorite parts. You'll have, you know, something like the Dragon Tail costume. You throw it on your Sackboy, you've got a different avatar. Same with the karts, you can throw on a different kart body, throw on some different wheels. Instantly, you've got a different avatar. Then when you jump into the levels, then, you know, you can start off pretty easy. If you just want to make a new racetrack, you can paint your track out, put down some buildings, put down some weapons, and then boom, you've got a racetrack. Same thing with arenas. You know, paint out your arena boundary, put down some walls, put down some weapons and some spawn points, and you've got a battle. So we've made it very, very easy for people to do those, you know, foundation modes, what we like to call them, the core karting experience. So anyone can jump in, And then after you've mastered that and you want to challenge yourself, or you're just thinking of a karting adventure that breaks those boundaries, well, then you can jump into all the other gadgets, right? Do your own scripting, your own logic, your own triggers, your sensors, like custom HUDs, custom AI, custom weapons. All of that stuff is available to you to make your own karting adventure.
So what, in terms of all of the tracks and stuff, we obviously have a huge community mode, but what are we going to expect on the disc?
Oh yeah, so it wouldn't be Little Big Planet if we didn't have a story mode, right? And there's a high bar there that Media Molecule sets. So, we've got a story mode that's, a full-fledged story mode with exotic locations in Craft World, really crazy characters that you meet along the way, and surprising challenges that make you say, I didn't expect to see that in this game, right? And that's what we've said with every Little Big Planet. I can't believe that was possible in this game. The story mode shows off all those possibilities. You're going to have to save Craft World again and have fun along the way. But it really is going to showcase a lot of the creative possibilities with the level editor, right? Showing you examples of, here's a classic arcade game homage, or here's a side challenge that's really simple and cool that I can beat my friend's scores on. And then, well, other surprises.
Right. Awesome. So it sounds like you guys got a really awesome game coming. Between all the customizing aspects, all the creating aspects, and then the story and community are obviously going to be huge. It's looking just like Little Big Planet. I'm really happy with how it's going. And when can we expect to see this on store shelves?
Well, I think we're on track for shipping Little Big Planet Karting later in 2012. Don't have an exact date yet, but later in 2012 on PS3.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, that was our interview with William Howe, director at United Front Games, about Little Big Planet Karting. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and check back with some more interviews on Little Big Planet Vita and Little Big Planet Vita crossplay for Little Big Planet 2. Hey guys, Austin here from Little Big Podcast. I'm here with Damien, a senior producer at Sony Computer Entertainment America, and he was demoing to me just a few minutes ago the Little Big Planet 2 with the Vita cross control, and I got to try it out for myself. It's a pretty sweet feature. Tell us a little bit about what you're trying to accomplish with this.
Yeah, so basically what we're trying to accomplish with Little Big Planet Cross Controller is a new way of interacting and playing with one another. Obviously we know about crossplay and how you do that, but with this we're actually utilizing the PlayStation 3 as well as the PlayStation Vita, allowing players to be able to play with, together, but at the same time get two different gameplay experiences by using the levels that are being utilized in Little Big Planet.
Okay, and one of the levels that we played was a really neat spaceship demo where I was controlling a spaceship on the Vita with tilt controls flying through an asteroid field. And Damien here was inside of the spaceship on the PlayStation 3 trying to navigate, but the trick was when I tilted, the PlayStation responded to that, and the spaceship actually was rotating, and he tried to navigate a maze inside of that, which was a pretty crazy challenge and required a lot of cooperation. So I don't know if you worked at all with the development of some of these levels, or tell us a little bit about the idea just of the cooperation, like what it'll bring about in this new kind of gameplay element.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, what they're trying to do basically is so with Little Big Planet 2, obviously you can kind of play and create levels and everyone kind of plays together. But with cross control, it's just giving you just a whole new experience, just a whole new way of communicating with one another. You're both in the same room, so as you're flying with the ship, it's like, hey, I need you to go to the right, go to the left, and everything that you do affects me. So, and what I do also affects you as well. So it's just a whole new way of sort of cooperating with one another. And traditionally you'd both get the same view on both screens, for example, but this time you're actually getting something completely different, and it just adds a whole new element to the gameplay experience.
Definitely. And so in terms of connectivity, how is this going to work when it actually releases? Are we going to have to stay tethered to the PS3 with a type of wire, or is it going to be wireless? How will that work?
Yeah, so basically you just have what you need is a PlayStation 3, PlayStation with obviously LBP 2 as well as a Vita, and then obviously you'll just need to make sure you have a wireless connection and you're good to go. Awesome.
So will this be a separate file that you install on your Vita, or will it be a patch to the game, or both? Or?
Yeah, basically we're going to patch this support to the PlayStation 3 version of LBP 2, and then you'll be able to purchase that DLC, and then you'll be able to play together.
Excellent. So when can we expect to see this in our hands in the living room?
You should be able to see by the end of the year.
Awesome. So it's a great feature. We'd love to have you guys check it out. If you guys are in E3, definitely stop by. Although this is the last day, if you have a chance, definitely check this out because it's definitely a win. Thank you, Damien.
Great. Thanks very much.
Yep. Hey guys, we're wrapping up here at E3 2012. It was awesome getting to see some really awesome footage of LBP Karting, interviewed with William Howe, and he did a great job showing off the game. We also went over and talked to some guys about the Little Big Planet Vita with Little Big Planet 2 cross controller. That's an amazing feature. Can't wait for that to come out. And we also got a sneak peek at Little Big Planet Vita, which the beta's out for right now. Can't wait to see more from that when Daniel releases an exclusive video set on LittleBigPodcast.com. We will see you guys next time.